All right, welcome back everyone. Connecting Dots 2 here. We are Sunday morning here on the West Coast. It's not even 8 o'clock a.m. We are Sunday, June 4th, 2017, and I'm making this video because you all gotta see this. No, I kid you not, and even if you're someone who does not believe in this conspiracy, you'll want to pay attention. You really do. In fact, you might want to bookmark, well, if not my website, at least I'll provide down below in the Show More tab a link to this list, because there's many of you that are waking up. There's many of you who used to call me names, say I was crazy when I used to put this, talk about this fraud and disinformation YouTubers. I've gotten so many nasty comments, and I've been doing this since what, 2014, and in this list specifically. I've been doing a YouTube thing every day since 2009, but I started this list in 2014 when it just became so obvious that YouTube is a control medium by the New World Order. It has its agents out here, and they're here to disinform. And I said, enough is enough. Let's go after the sons of bitches. So I got to tell you, at first it was rough. A lot of you didn't believe in this stuff. And in fact, I even lost a lot of subscribers over this. But I don't care. I'm sticking with my guns. It's my YouTube channel, and I'm putting out here what I believe is taking place. I'd like to say hi to all the new subscribers. I see a whole bunch of you coming in. So if you're someone who doesn't believe in this, please don't close the door on it. Keep your door open. Open up your windows. Let that fresh air in. You need some truth in your life, and it's not going to come from the YouTubers that you're most likely watching on YouTube. I've said it before. From what I've seen here, I've been out here since 2009 making videos every day, not only in Fukushima, because obviously it wasn't around back then. I was dealing more specifically gold and silver, the economy, and it just became so obvious by late 2011, 2012 that this is all corrupt. And oddly enough, I've shared that story how the two ex-employees from Google had quit. That was back in 2003 through 2004. I can't remember the exact date, to be honest with you. I was driving taxi every day, and I just remember listening to the radio where they announced that these two employees had quit Google and were going to write a script for a movie, and it was how Google was going to control the world by the year 2014. I didn't know anything about conspiracies. I thought that was just whacked out. And roughly about 2-3 months later, they're back in the news again, and they're saying how they're still writing the script for the movie, except they're changing it to how Google is going to control the world by the year 2013. Well, I got to tell you, I fell in conspiracies after seeing two UFOs in 2007, and those employees were 100% correct, except it all took place in 2012. My Connecting Dots 1 YouTube channel, Fukushima had blown up by March of 2011. I'd followed it every day. I dropped my gold and silver, and I jumped right onto Fukushima videos. In fact, if you've been following me, you know how I did the cross-Canada radiation tour. I bought 2 Geiger counters. I traveled back and forth. I found radiation. I had Health Canada actually admit that the same location where I found radiation one day in 2011 with my 2 Geiger counters, they admitted that their Geiger counter had found Fukushima radiation. I believe it was in the city of Calgary that morning. Anyways, long story short, I've been sticking with what I thought was important, and it became very obvious by 2012 that this thing called YouTube is a control medium. And by 2014 is when I started this list here on the side. The fraud and disinformation YouTubers, I've told you folks, go click on see all. But even when I click on see all, or when you click, I should say, you won't be able to see them all. And that's what the point of this video is. Someone has started to create a list. I'm going to share the list with you. In fact, it's down below in this video in the Show More tab. Bookmark that list. Go back and check it out. Again, keep the windows open, keep the doors open. You need some fresh air, and you're not going to get it from these people. They pump fear, they pump fear, they pump fear. You'll notice 95% of them show their face. They don't actually have any data to back up what they're saying. So that's the big difference in my videos. No face here. All about the data. So let's jump right into it, and I got a few other things I want to show to you as I go over this list. I'll go over it very briefly. I'll share with you the people that I've come across that I believe are they're shills here on YouTube, and they're here to provide disinformation and obviously scam and fraud, a great portion of them. And also I'll point out here how there's definitely some censorship on YouTube, more specifically in one of the thumbnails right now that you're looking at, but you don't know which one. So let's jump right in it. So what happens is someone left a comment on one of my recent videos 6 days ago, and that person has continued on, and what they've been doing is creating a list. So I'm just going to read here what they've said. Thank you, Connecting Dots. I've been building a list myself. I've added the ones I could find from your list to mine. It's now too long to post. The link is here. So that's the link I'm going to share with you guys. In fact, it's down below in the Show More tab. I'll share with you a couple of screenshots of what that person has started to construct, and as I said, I'll go over the list. So thanks for everything. Connecting the dots. No, I'm connecting dots. That's what I'm doing, not connecting the dots. I'm connecting dots. Really, there are so many corrupt YouTubers pretending to be truthers. This is what I found also. And Christians and truthers / I'm starting to see it. A good test is I show them my list, and a real seeker for truth would acknowledge it or at least question it. And this is why I'm saying don't close the door, don't close the windows. You need a breath of fresh air. You're not going to get it on YouTube. You're going to get it through people like myself who take the time to make these types of videos. Anyways, he goes on to say, or at least questioned, but then there are certain ones that have ignored it. One of them will be on the list on the next list update, and that's the other good thing. This list is updated, okay? And maybe even another depending on if he instant bans me, which is one of the big things I've noticed here, but I've had to do it myself. I've had to instantly ban because there's people that come out and they say nasty things in the comments, very rude, foul language, you know, and I have to admit a good portion of them are most likely people who have been fooled by the scammers, the fraud, the disinformation, but they haven't woken up to that yet, so they think I'm the bad guy, so of course they're going to come in and regurgitate all the bullshit that all the other nasty people have said in other comments. I don't want that. So I clean them up, and it's unfortunate. If you're one of them, please send me a private email. We'll get into that at the end when I show you my website. You can send me an email and I'll unban you, because I've said that before. If you're on YouTube in the truth movement, don't think you come out here and within the first 6 months you got it wrapped up. I've been doing it since 2009, and I'm always learning new stuff. Not every day necessarily, but there are always some new dots. I can paint a better, clear picture of what's taking place. So let's get right into it. So I'm starting off, and I'm going to show you the link up above on the top left-hand side, so you know that the link down below in the Show More tab is exactly the same link in case someone plays with it. And you're probably, wow, somebody playing with it? Yes, they play with my YouTube channel. They've done it in the past, and I'm going to show you again. They've just done it. It was about a week ago I noticed this, where they changed something on me, and even though I've changed it back, they changed it right back again. I can't, and I'm speaking about the thumbnail. So again, you can read this, hit the space bar if you want. It's someone who's built a shill list, and I'm going to go over, and these are the people, or a good portion of them are some of the ones that I've called out in my list also. Again, I can't, you can click on see all, you just won't be able to see them all because there's too many. So what I've done is I put the most important people at the top here on that front page, okay? All right, let's jump right in it. So, Abel Danger, yes, shill. Adam Kokesh, shill. No problem about Alex Jones and everyone associated. Alex Jones, Infowars Tonight, the Info Warrior, scam, disinformation. Planet Infowars, same thing. Infowars, okay, Infowars. As long as you keep seeing Infowars and Alex Jones, stay away from it. Get rid of it. And his sidekick over in the UK, Paul Joseph Watson. And if Paul Joseph Watson wants to come and debate me, I'll gladly debate him. I'll trust you folks. Trust you me. None of these people want to enter the ring with connecting dots. I've been out here for too long. They know that if we play a regular debate where we each get 5 minutes on the microphone, I'll win the debate, because I can easily prove that these people are disinfo agents. Okay, that's why they totally ignore me. They won't make a video about me. The best thing to do is just ignore the elephant in the room. Well, the elephant is growing bigger, and you guys are joining up, and thank you very much. I'm so happy. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. I'm seriously, I've been saying it for a long time. I said the truth movement is corrupt, and at some point, these people will wake up. So Alfred Labramont Wembury, yes, he's part of it. All the agents, from what I've been seeing, yes, that's even Montagraph does the same thing, and I think his name is in this list. So let's continue on. Anonymous, yes. A real anonymous people wouldn't come out here anyways. We've caught these people before and other bullshit, so follow along if you want. And again, these are just some of the people I know. I don't know them all, so this person is sharing with you their 5 cents, and I'm just going over the bigger ones that I've been watching. BP Earthwatch, 100%. Bar none, 11970, absolutely fraud. Beautiful Girl by Dana, biggest, I should say, one of the biggest scammers on YouTube. We'll get into him at the end. Brother John F, absolutely part of it. Okay, change that channels, absolutely. Charles Fuchs, absolutely. Chrissy Summer and Miss Summer, same girl, part of montagraph tattoo dutchsinse. Okay, Sip Clips, absolutely. Cliff High, I think many of you know that, the webbot crackpot telling you all to buy your silver because it's going to $600 an ounce by May 2nd, 2017. Well, if we passed the date and we're nowhere near $600 an ounce, this is part of the fraud that they do. Same thing with Corbett Report, same thing, telling people, you know what, store your wealth. Your wealth, not just invest a little bit of money and give it a shot. No, store your wealth in Bitcoins. I'm like, oh man. So anyways, I got a lot of other stuff on Corbett Report. He's one of the people I've been following, or was following, for a long time when I first came out here, till I realized he's part of the fraud. So Dabu, same thing. Jason Knight, Dabu Knight, all the same channels. David Icke is the guy going around telling you that the people that are leading us around the world are lizards. Yeah, shape-shifting lizards. Okay, so that's the other part of it. They all have their different roles within the truth movement, and David Icke's role is to make anyone who appears to be involved in the truth movement like a cuckoo cuckoo. Yepers. Yeah, you believe in shape-shifting aliens. Okay. So Demcad, Da Vinci, all part of it also. Democracy Now, no doubt about that. Dutchsinse, I've said that before. Dutch is Fukushima scammer, big time. Promoted Arnie Gunderson from Energy Fairwinds. He's absolutely part of it. So, Elite New World Order Agenda, absolutely. Entertaining the Stars, absolutely. His website to .com, he's part of it. Don't worry about it. This is so easy. There's your Fairwinds Energy. This is the Fukushima guy, the scammer on CNN News. Couldn't even give Americans a straight answer regarding Fukushima and hot radioactive particles, and if you should be getting away from the West Coast. Absolute fraud. Anyways, let's go on. Flat Earth, I think there's no doubt about that. Stay away from the Flat Earth crap. Free Agent Media, I don't know, but Free Radio Revolution, absolutely. He's part of it too. Who else do I know in here? Mike Maloney, absolutely. Mike Maloney, gold and silver. Greg Hunter, he's the pumper with the microphone. Gregory Mannarino, been out on YouTube since June 2011, telling people to buy gold and silver because it's going up higher. Well, if you go look at the chart, gold and silver have continuously dropped in price since June 2011. So he may dress up in a nice little suit and show his face, say all the right words. At the end of the day, he's a big fat loser who's part of the scam. So this is Hyper Report, absolutely part of it. Jason A, absolutely part of it. Jason A. I Am Your Ghost, which is Montagraph. That's one of his other YouTube channels. Jeff Rense, absolutely part of it. No doubt about it. Journalism, yes. Joe Rogan, yes. Let's go on here. JSnip4, absolutely part of the economic silver webbot crackpot scam. Lindsey Williams, absolutely part of it. This is one of the things Alex Jones won't even dare bring him out on his own YouTube channel anymore to interview him because his own subscribers, this is the best, Alex Jones' own subscribers have now connected the dots and all the fear-mongering and on all the incorrect calls that have come out of Lindsey Williams' mouth. Unbelievable. Anyways, I'm just glad that many have woken up. Same thing with Lisa Evans, whatever. I tried to... I'm not going to get into it. Basically, I tried to get her to remove one of her chemtrail videos because she's telling people that it's spraying spider webs down on them when it's actually a real spider migration, and this is the effect that you get these spider webs floating. Anyways, long story short, there's a lot more on Lisa, but she's definitely part of it. Maka Electric, no doubt about it. Mark Dice, absolutely, and there's Montagraph right on top. The Resistance, part of it. Max Keiser TV, yes, you can even see him ripping up your American flag on his avatar, and that's why he's part of Russia today, right? It's about destroying the Americans, getting rid of that country. You guys are strong. M from Canada, yes, she even moved away here because she lived down the road from me, and I guess when she figured out that he's so close to me, I better move away. So traders beware, that's the same girl. It's Marcia, she is part of it. Missing Sky 101, absolutely. 102. Moneybags 73, who used to pump gold and silver, telling people silver was going to $1,000 an ounce. Most recently removed that that bullshit, and now he's doing what? Mandela effect. Yeah, okay, so don't buy into that bullshit. Miss Milky the Clown, another Fukushima scammer. October Rains, that's another montagraph YouTube channel. Paul Begley, you all know him, another scammer. Pastor Dal, part of the webbot crackpot bullshit. Pete Santinelli, I think we all got him down pat too, eh? Another fraudster. Peter Schiff, same thing, full of shit. Peter Schiff is full of shit. That's the easiest way to remember his name, okay? Peter Schiff is full of shit, telling you the gold and silver is going to the moon and US dollar is going to collapse. And he's made many, many, many dates where the US dollar is going to collapse. It's kind of fun now reading the comments where people say, hey, Schiff, you've been saying that shit for the last 5 years. Pink Safaret, absolutely part of it also. Press for Truth, yes, he's out of Canada, but he's another fraudster, disinformation guy you don't want to pay attention to. Press Reset Earth, Professor Doom 1, yes, he's part of it also. Project Camelot, no doubt about that, that's all part of it also. K Ultra, I had my doubts, and yes, I would probably say yes. Radchick, yes, no doubt about it. Red Ice TV, yes. Rev Michelle Hopkins, yes. Ron Gibson, yes. I know there's a lot, eh? But this person doesn't even have the whole list here. There's a lot more. Russian vids, yes. sgtreport.com, absolutely. Sean is part of the scam. SGT Report. Skywatch also. Silver Doctor's part of it also. Silver Futurist, he's part of it also. Stéphane Molyneux, there's no doubt about it. This actor is nothing but a New World agent, okay? When you connect them up with Mike Maloney and the rest of the bullshit. Stella Concepts, part of it also, although we don't see him out here anymore. Storm Clouds Gathering, absolutely part of it. Sticks and Hammer 666, absolutely part of the fraud. Unbelievable how these YouTube channels start from nothing and become very popular. Again, it's because a lot of these people join up together and they start going around to give each other's videos a thumbs up. So that's why if you're looking at their videos compared to mine, you're saying, how come your videos don't have a lot of thumbs up? In fact, yours have mostly thumbs down. It's because they've joined up. So when it's a large crew all working together, yes, it's easy for them to team up and knock little guys like myself, or at least try to make my videos look like they're not important. But too many of you are too smart. You're not all dumb. You're waking up to this stuff. So Team Wake Up, he's absolutely parted. Red Silver J, Sin Energy's also part of it. Suspicious Observers, part of it also. And Syrian Partisan, Syrian Girl, yes, she's the one was promoted by Alex Jones, and that was my biggest red flag right there. Any of these channels promoted by by Alex Jones, you got to know right there that you can't trust them. Tattoo, absolutely. Thor News, part of it also. The Corey C channel, yes, he's part of it also. Dollar Vigilante, part of it also. Jonathan Kleck, yes. Kevin Baker, no doubt about it. Richie Allen Show, absolutely a fraudster. Scariest movie ever, absolutely part of it also. KZ Osborne also, or KJ Osborne I should say. Truther Girls, yes, she's part of it. Sonia, you can tell, that's so obvious. Anyways, Vigilante Christian, yes. The Young Turks, no doubt about that. Ernie Veritimos, yes, no doubt about it. Truth Never Be Told, absolutely part of it also. Okay, Tyranny News Network, part of it also. Vision Victory, yes, he's been scamming people for years. Okay, so he's got a series of YouTube channels, not just these three. He's got Crush the Streets, Future Money Trends, and a couple other ones. We Are Change, absolutely part of it. And X22 Report, absolutely part of it. And here he says, more than likely these are connected. I haven't had the time to look through the content or connect the dots and such. So I'll just go over them very quickly to see if there's any here that I may recognize. And no. And that's because they're probably new. Okay, let's go on here. Okay, so at this point, I'm getting into the censorship part of it, because we are exposing the frauds that YouTube happens to be promoting. Obviously, YouTube has to counterbalance that somehow. They won't allow my channel to grow big. They don't want my videos that are exposing this shit to showing up in the thumbnails next to the other videos. They do all they can. So I'm going to share with you some of the censorship that takes place that I have to continuously watch. And one of them is you people leave comments. For example, the one that was just posted here a day ago. I always like to remind those that they blew over 1,000 nukes in the Pacific during the 50s and 60s, and each of those magnitudes was worse than Fukushima. So this is another comment that YouTube marked as spam. Yesterday, it's not spam, obviously. I mean, you can see it's not spam, and I've been saying that for a long time, that I've been following Fukushima since day one, and every single independent testing of marine life in the Pacific Ocean has always showed that, yes, there were some fish that had traces, this is the key point, traces amount of Fukushima, but most of the fish that were contaminated in those tests were laced with the radiation from the 50s and 60s, all the nuclear testing that took place in the Pacific Ocean. So if all the testing from the 50s and 60s did not destroy the Pacific Ocean, yet they were of magnitudes worse than Fukushima, and those fish are still swimming around in the ocean, 20, 60, 40 years later, come on, folks, connect your dots, okay? Anyways, long story short, I'm not going to get back into that. What's important is I'm pointing out the fact that the spamming that's taking place, and when it's not spamming, and I have to go in there and, approve them. So I'm going to share with you another one here that was just posted. Must have been later on in the day, and he says, I'm so sick of these lying beggars. May the karma bite them hard, all that profit off of humanity with a bit of fear added. They are no better than the government. Well, like I said, they work for the shadow government, the Illuminati Freemasons. So again, this is someone that went and posted this on the Fukushima fraud alert. I got to approve them. I'm sorry if your comments don't show up. Sometimes I'm not checking it 24/7 here, but that's what's going on. So another thing I'm going to share with you is on my YouTube channel. I've been saying many times, if you go look at the Fukushima playlist, I made a video 2 years ago, and it was regarding the Food and Drug Administration and how they lied regarding some testing up in Alaska. Well, if in all my videos, you may notice this is not the thumbnail that shows up. And this started just happening recently after I've been pointing out this video here a little bit more recently. I know it's like, what's going on here? Views are increasing, but someone is changing my thumbnails. Well, son of a bitch, wouldn't you know it? After I changed it back, they went back and changed it again. I get up again today as I'm getting ready for this video to log into my YouTube channel. I'm like, wow, that's bizarre. Somehow they changed it, yet when I came back to where you decide what thumbnail you want, it was still showing the original thumbnail. How does that happen? I don't know. I have no idea how they changed that. I have no idea. This is the thumbnail that's supposed to show up. So for some reason, YouTube doesn't want this thumbnail up. I don't know. I guess maybe they don't want people to recognize it. I'm not quite sure, but all I know is that YouTube is somehow changing my thumbnails to something that I don't want. I don't want this one. This is the one I've had all along. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here. What I'm going to do is leave you and also link for connectingdots1.com down below in the show more tabs. So to this link, YouTube, fake news and disinformation gang. And the reason why I'm leaving that is for some reason, if the link, the one I was showing you here just recently that I'm going to leave in the show more tab, if this link, as you can see up here on the left hand side, if this stops working and for some reason the list disappears, because you don't know, I've been doing this for a long time on YouTube, this conspiracy stuff, and I've seen all kinds of shenanigans. So what I'm going to do is leave you the link to my website, because I'm pretty sure this won't disappear. So if you'd like to come and follow along, if that original list disappears, which what I've done is I've added a couple of screenshots, and I've also included the video where the lunatic Pandora came out and posted the this link. It's right here at the end. But anyways, it's also posted down below. And what I did is I took a couple of screenshots so you can see that, again, the address has to match up with what's left in my YouTube channel in the show more tab. So if it doesn't match up, guys, don't click on it. Somebody changed it. It's not me. And also down below, you'll be able to click a link here to bring you to the full list. Again, it's the same address. Just make sure it's the same address and you'll be fine. All right. So if you'd like to leave comments down below in the show more tab or ask me some questions, please don't be shy. We need an awakening, and it's not by you closing the doors and closing the windows and going over and watching only those people that we're pointing out that are part of the disinformation that you're going to get awakened and see another side of the table, of the picture of what's going on, right? You need another side of the story. So I'll leave you a link also to Connecting Dots 2, all down below in the Show More tab. Hope you had a great weekend, and I'll speak to you later on this week and keep you updated.